What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Los Angeles Chronicles, episode 8. This is an episode about selling on eBay, or my experience as a top eBay seller and how to do it, and hopefully to help everybody out and get people into it and get rid of stuff you don't need and give yourself a new home and let go. So one thing I like about this is at least my podcast, I like the style of not having some kind of song when it goes into the podcast. It's not some kind of like lame intro. It's just straightforward and, hey, this is the episode. And I was actually influenced by my teacher, Master Yonghua, and he's a Buddhist Chan master. So Chan is about being straightforward, and I'm trying to get better at that and, improve with Chan. That's like a life journey right there. But anyway, this is about eBay. So basically like tell you how to do it. How I did it, how I got into it, got serious about it, and it's like a second job. So it's sometimes you make like $16, $20. Every little bit helps. So most I made is some big sales like guitars, and there's another one called Reverb. That's about Reverb is basically when you sell music instruments, and that's similar to eBay. But people go on eBay because they're looking for specific kind of rare things and hard to find things from back in the day or back from the 90s or 80s, 70s, and so on. So I used to be an Amazon seller, and that was a long time ago, and I got kicked off of the selling thing, or I forgot the reason, but something happened, and it was some kind of mistake, and they closed the account. So I just focused on eBay. It wasn't like I was screwing anybody over, but I forgot what happened. So eBay is like, I mostly sell CDs, and I sold all my tapes except for one tape. And the tapes and vinyl sell a lot faster than the CDs. So hold on. And that's because vinyl got more popular, and I don't know what's going on now, but I guess vinyl still is popular. Every time I put a vinyl record up, it would sell in about 2 hours or the next day. It would sell a lot faster. So, and then tapes too. Sometimes if you post something up, then it sells pretty fast. So so basically like VHS tapes and DVDs as well. And then you can sell those with media mail. Not the priority, but media mail is basically like CDs, DVDs, and books. And so I specialize in CDs. So people are more impressed when I tell at work, when I tell people I'm a top eBay seller. Like for some reason they're impressed by like worldly things like that. So kind of want to talk about it. It's kind of like a second job. So how do I do it? You can start like an eBay account and build a reputation. So if you're just starting out, nobody knows if you're a good seller or not. But just do your best and be straightforward and honest and have fair prices. So like let's say you're selling CD, like Black Sabbath CD or something. You're going to find somebody with the same CD, and then you click the button that says sell yours here, and then you go through the system of setting up the price and like telling people the condition of what it's in and uploading the photos. The photos are kind of tricky part because you have to take all the pictures and crop the pictures and like upload the smartphone and Android into the laptop, and then fix all the pictures and whatnot. So then set up the price and say something about the item to describe. Now they have this AI thing, and I haven't even tried that yet, but you're basically like building your listing. And right now I have like 90 listings up that haven't sold, but I've sold like maybe 80 in the past 3 months or so. So eBay pays you like by the every few days. So the bank, it's going to be in the bank account like in about 2 days. So that's pretty cool. So eBay takes a percentage too, so they're going to take I don't know like the percent, but if it's 20% or not, yeah, you might want to look into that. But the way I look at it is like it's either eBay or giving it to the Salvation Army or the Goodwill. So yeah, take what you can get. And right now I'm like selling like all my CD collection. So and then I know where everything is, so you don't want to like post it and then not know where your stuff is and look for it. So keep everything organized. And then you can sell music gear and stuff too. So wait a minute, kind of getting off subject. So the things you need are like shipping supplies. So if you don't have anything to sell, then that's a problem. So I was talking to somebody at work, and he said like, "Well, I don't have anything." And then I mean, well, where's all the money go that you work so hard? So I think the good thing about it, like, I would call myself like a hoarder from back in the day because I grew up around hoarders. So I kind of wanted to get into that too, about the principles of it. So I think hoarding is like it's an unhealthy thing to do, but the good thing is like you'll have stuff to sell on eBay. So um, you can always make the change. You know, you can either hoard it for your whole life until you're 60 or 80, or you can do this, or you can just take the hit and just give it up or give it to somebody. You know, so I think like holding on to stuff is like holding on to negative energy too. So um, yeah, like I said, the good thing about that was now I can do this, and if you keep things in good condition and you don't have like if you have like a smoke-free, pet-free home, that's an advantage too. And if you don't if you keep everything in good condition, like some CDs, we would take them in the '90s. We didn't have like technology, so we had the CDs, and then somebody would come over and say, "Hey, we're having a party. We need your CDs. We need your CD player." And we would go there with the big booklet of whatever and the CDs, and then they would get scratched up in the process of partying and smoking weed and drinking beer and stuff like that. So, but anyway, the ones that are in good condition are you have a better chance. Like, I mean, you have a better chance of selling it if it's like a rare kind of cassette tape or something someone's looking for anyway, and they're trying to hunt it down. So they would have some people are looking for things. So if you post something, then maybe I think they get a notification that it's ready for. I mean, a seller has it available, and then maybe that's how they bought it so fast. So. Like, let's say if I had some kind of Wu-Tang tape and then I put it up and then somebody saw that like in their email, and there's email marketing that's involved as well. And then what people do is they add it to their watch list, and if they do that, then you can send offers to people and like an offer like $2 less or whatever. I mean, yeah, just be reasonable, be fair. That's what I'd say. My advice to you. But if you're selling the CDs and cassette tapes, then from my experience, always put it in cardboard. So get like two pieces of cardboard and like with the box cutter and put them together with some packaging tape, and get the 6x9 bubble mailers. You can get them at Walmart. I get all my stuff at Walmart nowadays, and the boxes, you can get boxes for free, but actually buy the boxes at Walmart. They're just like $1, and then get some bubble wrap for other stuff. What else? You might want to get a scale for if you're selling something else, like because eBay's gonna ask you the weight and the measurements, so you're gonna need a scale. I forgot where I got mine, but I think I got a pretty good deal, maybe off of eBay. So another thing I do is there's like a one day of business handling time. Like it's either like you can set it for 3 days too, but I make sure everything's good to go for the next day. So then, I mean, Sunday doesn't really count because of the mail. But there's a post office where I live, so I drop it off by the post office. Or if you have those blue postal boxes or something, those blue things that you can mail the stuff in, you can do that too. But if it's big vinyl record, then just be careful with that. So there's vinyl records. Kind of wanted to get into that. You can use priority boxes from the post office, and you can get those. You can just take those for free. And then there's a YouTube video of how to ship vinyl, and I highly recommend that if you're doing that, because that can save you. That can be really easy for you. and I'd get the vinyl record and like wrap it in newspaper, and then get some Scotch tape for that, and then put it in the priority box. Or you can use the bubble wrap, like the small bubble wrap, or yeah, newspaper I recommend for that. And then once you watch that YouTube video, if you can, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff up though. But once you do that, and get some black packaging paper from. I got mine from Office Depot, and they were sold out at one. I went to another Office Depot and got the black paper, and then like wrapped that in the priority box around that. So sometimes it takes about 15 minutes just to package a vinyl record. But right now I have 5 vinyl records I just like to keep for my collection. But I have you make more money off of those, like sometimes at least like $20-$25. I mean, it's up to you how you want to price everything. Like what I do is I find somebody with the same thing, and then I sell it for cheaper than them. And I kind of got that philosophy from Walmart. Like we cut the price to boost the sales, so they I mean their stuff's cheaper, so it sells faster. So if you, mine will show up on eBay because it's the cheapest price, and then I can get rid of it faster. So but if you want to make more money and be more patient, then that's up to you. So, but let's see. Yes, I remember one day I was just selling a lot of stuff on eBay for about 6 hours. I was just packaging stuff and selling stuff from my room. One time I helped my friend move, and then his dad had a huge vinyl record and like laser disc collection, and he gave me like a whole car, literally my whole car full of stuff from like old CD collections, the stuff he was getting rid of. And I mean, if I didn't work, I probably could have done it, but I don't have time to just. This is something I do in my free time, so the eBay selling thing, and then it is time consuming, but I mean, I had to give some of that stuff to the CD stores around music stores around Los Angeles, and I think I ended up making like $300 from selling what I did, and then I kept all the stuff that I liked, like the Miles Davis and John Coltrane CDs and stuff, and then even some of his laser discs sold on eBay as well. So, but I mean, yeah, like I said, it's time consuming. You have to take pictures and make sure the pictures look pretty good, and you can see everything, like clear pictures. That I mean, if it looks like you would want to buy it, then that's even better. So, I mean, there's tips and stuff like on eBay as well. So I just kind of want to make this episode because this is part of my life, because it's like a second job. And if you're better eBay seller than me, then just bear with me. So I think I got like I mean, I'm a top seller, so it's like top seller plus is even better than that. And I forgot what the criteria for that was, but you have to have maybe it's like the business handling time I'm already good at, but and I have like no negative feedback. I got like a lot of positive feedback. That's really good to do. So, and if something's wrong with somebody's order, like I just give them the benefit of the doubt, and like sometimes I'll just I mean, I don't hesitate to refund the order, and then if it's something popular, then it sells faster. Like if it's I gotta say, like some of the heavy metal community is pretty like, I mean, the stuff sells fast, like Megadeth. If you got some kind of like metal anything, it's gonna move on eBay. And Camel Corpse, stuff like that, and then even more than the hip hop, the stuff like that. So what else? The most expensive thing I've ever sold on eBay was electric guitar, and it was like rare left-handed. It was like my prized possession. I think I actually paid $2,200 for a guitar. And long story short, I sold it on eBay, and then I still play guitar, but I sold it on eBay, and I got a decent amount of money back for it. I think I got like $1,700. Sold it to some guy. He lived in Washington State, so that's what happened with that. But like I said, that Reverb.com, that's strictly for music, or even music cables or microphones, guitars. It's more for people looking for guitars and bass guitars, but eBay, yeah, hold on. So I think I already covered like how I do it and how I sell on eBay, and then you're gonna want to keep on checking your email and see what's sold, and have it linked up to your email. And yeah, just be prepared for the with your shipping supplies. You don't want to like have the customer wait too long, or I mean, you have everything ready to go. Like I said, get everything organized. So I have the cardboard and the bubble. There's bubble mailers. I have like there's a 30 pack you can get, 25 pack, whatever. And yeah, you wrap them in cardboard so the CD doesn't show up cracked or anything. And oh yeah, so the I'm missing the back covers to my CDs because I just went crazy and threw them all away, and I should have kept them. But what I did is, you'd be surprised, like they sell anyway. You can get these slim line cases off from you're gonna pay twice as much as at Office Depot. So I get mine from Walmart, and I think you can get a good deal on Amazon too. So I put the CD and the booklet into a slimline case, and then I ship those, and those sell pretty fast. But right now, there's still a bunch of them online, like I mean on eBay, and they haven't even. You can see who viewed it, so some of them have like 0 views too. So they're just sitting there, and if they don't move, I'll get rid of them. But I mean, there's something going on eBay like every day for me, so that's not really a problem. And then DVDs, you can just put them in the bubble wrap and the bubble mailer, and those are good to go. And then VHS tapes, yeah, I already sold all mine, so. And yeah, those are rare because I mean, I guess some people are still making VHS, but a lot of them, one I sold for like $50, and yeah, it's every little bit helps. Oh yeah, you're gonna want to get printer ink. So right now I have a Canon printer, and I think yeah, you have to get color and the damn black and white and color ink. But right now I got some kind of off-brand that's doing the job. So you're gonna need like computer paper and the ink and the laptop. You're gonna need a laptop too. So and make sure the printer is working well. And let's see. So the printer ink is kind of expensive. I mean, it can be like $40-50. So I actually recommend that off brand that I got, which was I think $18 or $16 or something. So if you get the ones that are like compatible with your printer, it says compatible with PG 245 or PG like XL ink, then I'd say go with that. And let's see. I've even sold like autograph CDs, and then had like one I used to have, like I had like a Mandy Moore autograph DVD. I sold that, like the movie Saved, and then yeah, like one time, speaking of that, like one time I sold a Mandy Moore CD, and then the kid was he kept on like arguing back and forth with me, and he says, "Hey, I don't like this at all," or whatever. I just worked with him and gave him a refund, but I think it was because the thing was cracked, and it's before I started using the cardboard, and the CD was cracked, whatever. So you're gonna meet some weird people. I mean, it depends on what you're selling, but if yeah, you're gonna meet if you got some bands nobody's ever heard of or something. Sometimes you meet some interesting people in there if they send you messages, or for the most part, I got like positive feedback, and I mean, I don't have a problem dealing with anybody on there. You know, it's just I think the hard part on eBay is like it's just time consuming. You know, with the lot of pictures. Like sometimes I'd be working on that for like 6 hours, taking pictures and listing, and I keep on listing things on eBay and just listen to music and just kind of knock it out and then put it up. So I still have like a stack of CDs I haven't put up yet, and then that's like my to do list on eBay. So you're gonna want to like link up your bank account to eBay, and it's gonna go into like your funds. So if you don't have if you click you can ship it with free shipping, and it sells faster when you use free shipping. But if not, like the shipping has actually gone up. I've seen it go up twice in the past like 8-10 months or something. So now like the medium mail rate's $4.13, and then I remember it was $3.65, and then yeah, everything's gone up. So yeah, you're gonna have to like link up the bank account, and then it'll go to your funds. And if you have insufficient funds for that, then so I'd recommend just setting everything up and getting that straight. So Um, so I hope this helps if anybody's like trying to do this. And then some of the tricky part is like shipping rates, if it's priority mail or standard economy shipping. And what I do is I just copy someone else's shipping because I'm not some kind of shipping expert, and I just sometimes you're gonna have to just like look up, like depending on what it is. I mean, with the media mail, I know like as far as the books and cassette tapes and what all that stuff, like I know what I'm doing. But if I'm shipping like a cable or something or some kind of random kind of thing, sometimes like a standard economy shipping, and then you're gonna have to look for that. And I think I covered everything of like how to do it, and I mean how I do this. I've been doing this for like what I think since 2015. I don't know. So, um, yeah, if it's something I'm not using, or I just like sell it for the better price, and then yeah, yeah, I'm actually gonna get to the point where there's not going to be anything left as far as stuff to sell on eBay in here, and I guess that's my goal. So yeah, just let go. So right now, I just want to talk about the whole philosophy. Just letting go of attachments. And I mean, what I think is like the more attachments you have, then the more like stress you're gonna have. Like just let it go. Just quit being a hoarder, because it's gonna be like the more thoughts in your mind, and the more your mind's gonna calculate. And I mean, if you look at somebody that you think you'd be happy with like 10 different houses, everybody I've ever seen with like all that kind of stuff, they lose their mind, and they can't even keep it real, and then they can't even sometimes it makes you go crazy. So because you wake up every day and you're kind of like calculating what's going on. And then I mean, I actually started like investing in the stock market again. So, but it's not I wouldn't think it's like a negative thing. It's more of, I think of that more positive right now. That's just where I'm at right now. So, but I don't think it's good to like. It's not healthy to just keep everything for the rest of your life. I mean, out with the old, in with the new, and practice letting go of the attachments, and give your stuff a new home to someone else. That's what I'd say. Unless, I mean, keep everything that's interesting, everything that's cool. I mean, what I did was somebody would be in a band, and I'll keep their demo tape, and then they would they wouldn't know like what happened to it, but then I would have it, and I was the guy that would always have their demo tape, and then the band didn't even have it. So I'm sure some of the CDs I put up there, like people were probably scratching their head, like how the hell did this guy have this? But I mean, if it's something that people really like, and I mean, I like to help out the metal community and help out the hip hop community. Like sometimes like the CDs are out of print, and then I don't like to rip people off. I like to give them like a fair price, and hopefully like cheapest price on there. So um, yeah, having less, or let's say like what was the famous quote? I think it was like from the Buddha. I don't know if it was the Gautama Buddha or something, like the one who has like the the one who has less is the happiest, or something. I don't know the exact quote, but that's kind of where I'm coming from with this. And then I've noticed that too. Like the less stuff I had, I mean the less possessions I have, the more the happier I am. So I, that's what I believe in. But if you want to keep all your collection, that's cool too. I think um, I don't know what it is with like white people with collecting. It's like if you look on YouTube, like, hey guys, here's my collection of all this stuff from all my 20 guitars, and I see that with my white people more than I see with anybody else. It's like, here's everything that I kept on, held on to, and I know what this guitar does. I know everything about it, and I'm kind of like that too, as far as the guitar thing. But having 20 guitars, if it's different when you're a professional guitarist, if you're in a band. But if you have a job like me and you just have the guitar, I mean, just keep it simple. So that's gonna conclude this episode, really, and like hopefully like things will work out with this next episode. I'm crossing my fingers right now. So currently listening to. I was actually really impressed by this. This Ghostface Killah, my favorite rapper, the Lost Tapes. I was impressed by that. I gave that a listen this morning, and yeah, I was really into that. So another thing I've been getting into this band, Birth of Depravity. I forgot where they're from, but it's technical death metal. I think it's from like 2022 or 2021, and it's the real deal if you're a fan of that. So another one was stood out for me. It's a band called Reduced, and they're death metal from Indonesia, and they killed it too. So those are my recommendations. That's what I've been listening to, some of that. And actually went to Santa Clarita to see my friends. Not a film that they were in, but one of their friends like experimental films, and it was kind of like a Harmony Korine, kind of like Gummo, but not as good. It was like a really mediocre vampire movie, and we had like some commentary and people throwing paper at the film screen. This was in Santa Clarita. Everybody got in for free, like just friends from back in the day, and it was good to kind of like reunite with them. And it was hey, shout out to them, Majama Jams. If you can go on YouTube, they're three. It's two brothers and another Italian good friend of the family, and what they do is like a film critic kind of thing. And they made a movie, like their own movie was called Bad CGI Sharks, and I'm gonna have him on my show too, but not tomorrow, but in the future. He's gonna be on there pretty soon. It's one of the brothers. And then I forgot the name of the damn movie, but it was like one of their friends' vampire movies. That's all I got to say. So, and then yesterday I went to Huntington Park, and then I was surprised. Like Huntington Park is like a good 22 minutes from Rosemead, and that was the hood, but it was a good vibe up there too. And I think it was right next to like Florence and Gage, just where like my ex-girlfriend lived over there, and then like my ex-roommate, she was from out there, and a lot of history, a lot of stuff going on. It's too much to talk about right now. I mean, that would be in a different episode. So, yeah, everybody keep it real, and then shout out to everybody listening. And then till next time, thanks for listening to this eBay episode. Been wanting to do this for a while, so another one. Yeah, look forward to like it's gonna be kind of similar to talking about like investing, and another one talking about like getting a good credit score. And that's not even funny. I'm just talking about like just real life. Like these are just tips, and I mean, not saying I'm poor, man, but I mean, I'm just like talking about how I survive. So if it weren't for like the eBay and the credit card and the damn investing and the job, like we wouldn't have a place to even have a podcast, So you have to be realistic at the same time too. So all right, so this is about it, and yeah, till next time. All right, peace out.